Hello, welcome to Law and Order. I am Anima. In this video, I'll be talking about contempt of court. But before I delve into that, I want to quickly emphasize that where the court grants a person bail and he is rearrested, that is an infringement on his rights to personal liberty. Even if it was done by the government, it is still an infringement on his right to personal liberty. Now, that leads us to our topic of today, contempt of court. What is contempt of court? Contempt of court is the willful disobedience of an order of the court by a person. So there are two kinds of contempt of court, two classifications of contempt of court in Nigeria. The first is contempt in facie curia, also known as criminal contempt. This contempt occurs in the face of the court, This is where a person tries to stop the proceeding, that is the proper administration of justice in the court. That is example where the person shouts in court. The person is disrupting the court proceeding and disrupting the judge's ability to administer justice in court. Maybe, for example, a criminal, an accused person is shouting from the dock. That is a lie. I've been set up. This is a setup. Maybe a witness is giving an evidence and he shouts in court. That is a contempt. That is a criminal contempt. Or where a spectator just shouts at the judge. All these things they are contempt. And if you go to court, or even in movies, you hear things like order, and all those kind of things. They're trying to tell you that in the court, there is a need to maintain order, because where these things take place, it is really, really a grievous offense. And where criminal contempt occurs, the person will be tried summarily and imprisoned summarily. Everything will happen summarily. The judge does not even need to call witnesses to testify. The judge will just carry out summary trial on him and sentence him to imprisonment, because it's a very serious offense. And he could also be fined or imprisoned, yes, or both. And the second kind of contempt is contempt ex facie curia. This is the contempt that happens outside the court. Yes. It's also called civil contempt, but it has criminal elements in it. This contempt occurs where maybe the court makes an order or gives a judgment, and the person to whom this order has been made or judgment given disobeys this order or refuses to obey this order. Now, where this occurs, the judge that made this order will not preside over the contempt proceeding. The matter will be taken to another judge, where the procedure of arrest, charge, and prosecution will take place, and where this person has been found to have committed contempt, because evidence will be taken, because it did not happen in the face of the judge. So the judge will have to take evidence to determine whether this person has really committed a contempt of court, and where he's found liable, of course, he can be fined or imprisoned. And they say that a criminal contemnor holds the key to his jail by himself, so he can actually come out whenever he wants to. So as long as he obeys the order of that court, he can come out of prison. So civil contempt is actually the courts have the power to punish this crime, so that they can make people to obey court orders. And then in criminal contempt, the one that occurs in the face of the courts have the power to punish, so that they can prevent people from disobeying the courts. the sanctity and dignity of the court. So why does the offense of contempt exist? This offense exists to protect the dignity of the court for effective administration of justice. And what is the effect of disobeying a court's order? Where the court's order is being disobeyed, it can lead to threat to the rule of law in a country. Last year, the Chief Justice of Nigeria stated in Abuja, where 25 senior advocates were made, he said that such act can lead to a breakdown in the rule of law. And in Nigeria, it is prevalent to see the abuse of the contempt of court taking place. So it is necessary for every person, whether government or individuals, to obey and respect the rule of law, the sanctity of our courts. So what is the way forward? Where an order of court has been made to a person, that person cannot be permitted to disobey that order. So what is the remedy available to this person? The only remedy available to that person is to apply to the court that made that order to set aside the order or the judgment. Or he can even appeal against the judgment or order instead of disobeying the order of court. Even if that order or judgment was invalid or given where the court had no jurisdiction, there is still a duty on that person to obey that order, unless that order or judgment has been set aside by the judge that made it, or he can appeal against the judgment. So this is a position of the law concerning contempt of court. Feel free to comment, share this video, like it, and don't forget to follow me on Law and Order TV. Thank you for watching.